Okay, how do you balance structure and freedom? Now, there seems to be a constant debate in the homeschool world about this. Okay, here's why. There's no one right way, but here's the best way I have found. I am a free spirit. I would unschool my children if I could. And sometimes I do, but my husband's an engineer. He's a structured man and he likes his structure. Well, guess what? We gave birth to both. We have five children. Half of them thrive on structure, which mom struggles with. Half of them rebel against structure like their mother. So here's how do you deal with that? Because the children who don't like structure still have to learn some. And the kids who thrive on structure need to learn how to handle freedom because a child who doesn't know how to handle freedom is dangerous. So here's what we have figured out. What works for my family, you got to do what works for you. But here's what we figured out. On our power hours, structure works best. Early mornings once again changes with the older kids, okay? But structure, in other words, you have to get these things done before you can do the want tos. Freedom loving people like me still have to learn how to pay the price for the freedom. And so you've got to teach the freedom loving kid some structure so that they can focus and function in the world, right? So you're going to go in and you're going to create structure. And especially for the child that needs this, I have different I look because I usually have a poster right here that would show this, but we are currently moving and I have to have it packed up. But we have I have a job chart. Charts are beautiful for the structure, but make sure you're not being structural all day. Do a half day structure and a half day freedom. Now, I prefer you have to do the structure to earn the freedom. I think that's a natural flow. I think it's a natural lesson. I think it's just what life is. Do the have to so you can do the want tos. So in the morning, it's all about the structure. We have to get through these. We have to learn this. The mom makes yous, right? Afternoon is about freedom. As long as you're not fighting, you get to pick your activity. As long as you're doing something productive, you get to pick that activity. Sometimes it would be like, okay, you can pick between these activities. But I had a Lego builder who built motorcycles and loved to fix engines. And I had an artist who loved to paint and draw and do clay. I have another one who loves everything origami and can build mansions out of paper and tape. So you have to let the child play with different ideas and discover. Now, one of the resources inside my Homeschool Villages Vault is a program called Creative Bug, which has thousands of classes and videos for all of that stuff. So you don't have to know it and you're not like, where am I going to get my kid to learn this stuff? It keeps your kids off YouTube. They can go in there and look around all they want without all the ads and all the junk that comes with YouTube. And so that's why we love Creative Bug. It's everything from how to sew, how to knit, how to create herbal remedies, how to build things. And so if you're looking for that kind of resource, make sure you are upgrading to our resource vault. Now, creative time is vital, that afternoon freedom time. And so, as the mom, it's important for you to recognize that yes, they need both. Okay. There's a lot of moms who will do one or the other because they need. Remember, it's not about you. Yes, integrate who you are into this, but it's about what they need. And you're going to have the structured child who's like, but tell me what to do, but tell me what to do. Remember, children need to learn how to manage their own free time. And here's why we learned this lesson recently, actually. So, my 19-year-old is Mr. Freedom. He has been in my home, like, he is my free bird. He's the middle child, hates everything structured. However, I am a strict mom. I'm just not very structured. Well, he actually became a LDS missionary, and he was in a school type setting for the first 5 weeks of that for training. And he's at his desk now. He's never had to sit at a desk for hours on end. And he was able to do it. It was hard, but he had his little fidgets to be able to keep him going. But the first comment he told me was, Mom, it's interesting to see how many kids don't know how to handle freedom. He said it's like they've been stuck at a desk all their lives, and now that they're free from mom and dad and the control around their lives, they're acting like monkeys, like children. They're everywhere. They have no self-control. They don't know what to do with free time, and so all they do is game or And he made his own observation because these children had never learned how to manage their own free time. They were misusing their free time. And it's something that he observed. But because he had had free time his whole life, he knew what to do with it. He had self-control. He understood that there was a time for work and a time for play. So it works. Okay, it does work. We are teaching them that there's a time for work and a time for play, and they should have that time every single day. So just keep that focus as you're keeping that balance. And once again, come back to the group, ask more questions if you want something specified. If you are struggling with one or the other, I do have some tools for you for structuring. I've got job charts and practice charts for like instrument practice, right? Music practice. We got book charts. We've got all kinds of things for you to be able to keep track of and put on the wall, by the way, out of sight, out of mind. Stick it on the wall. Apps don't work. Put it on the wall. I got all that for you. You can print it out, put it on the wall. It's free. And make sure that you're getting that out of the vault. That I think I've just got included. Anyway, I'll put the link in the it down below. Next, we're going to talk about what to do when everything falls apart, because it's gonna. We'll talk about it.